east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run. Devontae Freeman. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Complete to Jones. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Hatchet. Check. Lucky. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And some space here.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Victory 90, block 11.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
If they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Check four. Check four.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Going deep for Diggs. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, quit talking about it. Let him bring it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now it's Jackson. Jones has it. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
56, the muck, boys. 56. Check 56.
On 1st down, Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Everyone got 4 down. 31's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it. 31's the mic.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
31's the mic. They can't hang with us. 31's the mic.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Switch!
Geis with the carry on second down, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Through one corner, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 14, Redskins 7.
Block 15! Walk time. Tight end right. We got three, fellas, we got three. Wait, 89!
Rivers on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Tighten up. Wait!
From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Alert flare. 12.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Single receiver. I got 11. Let's go.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come out in the pistol.
You got double tight. Double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Kid 21, kid 21.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Braxton Miller, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check three. Showing up.
Now Jackson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 24.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Ready, set, March 56. Check. Under 10, 10. Shift, watch the shift. Check nickel.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch the safety creep. Orange 5-4. Back. Recon, 132 fighter.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check it out, Reed. Out. Behind.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Months 56. Come to my work. We want it. Come to
To throw is Jackson. Thomas has got it. Complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, Atlanta.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
check 43.
This is Freeman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Get on the foot right here. 80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball. Watch tight end.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get him for a loss of about 3.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Check.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
56, the Mike, boy, 56. Check, 56. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Jackson down on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 31-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
4 down. Check. 31's the Mike.
Here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
31's the Mike.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Switch it. Here, switch it. Anyway.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Alert. Tight.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be...
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
it's in the game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.